Welcome AP students. Today I want to share with you some information that the College Board shared with teachers within the last week, and it will help you prepare for the exams that are coming up. For my AP Government students, of course, your exam is 1 week from Monday, May 11th. And then for APUSH, your test, of course, will be on May 15th. So I want to take some time. There are 3 sources that I want to go over with you. The first 2 I will be putting on Canvas, so that way you have access to them if you want to read them in more detail. I am not hitting everything. For example, the second source that I will be sharing with you actually is about 51 slides. So we're not going through all 51 slides, but I will give you that on Canvas to look at. So let's go ahead and start with this first source. This is what the College Board sent out with the updates for schools affected by COVID, of course, which simply means basically all of us. So I want to skip down to slide number 5, and just in case you haven't seen it, I do have it also on Canvas. This just simply gives you the schedule for the exam. Like I said, government, yours will be May 11th at 4 o'clock. Okay, May 11th at 4 o'clock. And then, of course, U.S. history right here, May 15th at 2 o'clock. So please be aware of that. I'm going to skip ahead to slide 7. And here you can see basically your AP classes and review. I've been sharing the live lessons with you on Canvas. You can go onto your Canvas course, and I've been putting every recording on there for you. Please be sure you're going through those. They've got great tips on how to answer questions and write your essays and etc. And so you may want to read through this slide also. All right. And then, what should AP students know and do? Just know that the exam will be 45 minutes and it will be taken online, and there's a couple different ways you're going to be able to do that, and I will show you that in the next presentation. The exams, of course, I gave you the schedule for government and for history. Ours, of course, will be May 11th and May 15th. The makeup test, June 1st through 5th. Please don't depend on that. Do not depend on that. They really emphasize that the makeup dates are really for those students who might log in and they have a connection issue. They might lose internet or something. So just be aware that they strongly, strongly encourage that you take the test on your scheduled day. Okay, and then you can see the other information there about the exam. I want to go ahead and go to this one. Important dates. Of course, a lot of this has already come and gone, but May 11th through the 22nd will be your exam date. I want you to know that starting Monday, May 4th, some of you may be hearing this for the first time on that date, and that's fine. But on Monday, May 4th, they are going live with a demo site through the College Board. So go onto your College Board account, and you can go into your demo site and practice with your device, whatever device you're going to use to take the exam. Please be sure you do that so you're familiar with the whole setup and how the exam is going to work before you actually log in to take the test. So that's the first presentation I wanted to share with you that they provided. And now I want to get to the second one. Again, this one will also be on Canvas for you, so that way you can take a look. All right, so you take a look here, you will be getting a checklist on what to do. And the required documents that you should print and download for your exams. And there it is, your testing demo right there, available May 4th. Please, before you test, be sure you go in there and practice with the demo to make sure everything is set up so that you can have a successful test without any problems. So please pay attention to that demo on May 4th. Now I'm going to skip some of these others. I'm going to go down to slide 5. You will be getting an e-ticket to take the test. As it says here, you should receive your ticket 2 days prior to the test. So please be sure you're paying attention to your email, getting that ticket, and be sure you have it printed out. Notice it says you will get a unique ticket for each exam. So I know some of you, especially like my AP government students, you may also be in AP economics. You will have different tickets for your different exams. So please be aware of that. Each ticket is personalized for you and cannot be transferred. So please be aware of that. And so that means you can't share the ticket. Okay, so please be looking over that. We get to slide 6. Again, is just a repeat of the schedule of when the exam will be. I want to skip down to slide 9. This simply just talks about the testing. Now, for us, it's really not that big of a deal. We are on the Eastern time zone, so just be aware of the testing. Again, government will start at 4 in the afternoon, and U.S. history will be 2 o'clock on your test dates. Okay, so I want to get to slide 9. Here you go. What to expect on this year's exam? Will it be more difficult? And they are reassuring you that no, it's not going to be more difficult to get a 3, 4, or 5. And then they talk about it's never graded on a curve. And then it talks about don't worry if you don't complete all the parts of the question. So it gives you some guides there about what to expect. And then you can see this here about being able to review, confirm your score. Just so you know, while I'm scrolling down here, also they are expecting to have the grades about a week later, so probably around July 15th will be when the exam scores will be published. So it's a little later this year than previous years, so just please be aware of that. Okay, so your exam questions, you'll view it on a web browser, and they say like Chrome. And then you have 3 possibilities to turn in your exam. You can either use a computer and copy and paste a typed response. Okay? Or you can attach a typed response. Or if you handwrite it, if you like the traditional sit down, writing it out, you can take a picture and upload the picture for your exam. So you have a couple of different options there this year for how you can submit it. And then they go into your different options. Option 1, copy and paste. And they give you the instructions here on how to do that. Okay. Option 2, they give you the option on what to do that. And they're saying the best device for option 2 is a laptop or desktop. Okay. Because you can take your exam on a phone, tablet, or computer, but if you're going to do option 2, please be sure you're on a laptop or desktop. And then option 3, of course, you write it out, pen and paper, take the picture, and then you upload the exam with the picture. And this will probably be by using a smartphone or your tablet. Okay, and I'll let you take a look at that later. Now I'm going to scroll down a little bit because it gets into some of the other exams. I'm going to go to Slide 21. Okay, 5 steps to take before exam day. All right, please review your contact information. So you'll need to go into your MyAP, the College Board website, make sure your contact information is correct. Check your technology. You want to be sure, and again, that's why that demo is going to be so important. Be sure you are checking out that demo to make sure your tech will work correctly. So choose your tech. Maybe you have a laptop, maybe you have a tablet, smartphone. You need to see which one you're going to be most comfortable taking the test. Last thing you want on exam day is to have that anxiety about your technology. Have that over before you even log in to take the test. Okay, practice submitting your response again with your demo. Gather what you need, your downloads, your ticket, etc. All right, and so please be sure you're going through that. Slide 22. Again, reviewing your contact information. Please be sure everything is correct when you go through and look to make sure everything is what it should be. Slide 23. Here it is. Choosing your technology. Again, they give the example here of the laptop, the tablet, and the smartphone. It's up to you. Your call. Just please be comfortable with it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip. I'll let you read that later if you want. I'm going to skip to 27. What students need on exam day? Here was one that kind of surprised me. Okay, it didn't just kind of surprise me. It surprised me. But I can kind of understand because it's going to be a little difficult since you're going to be at home. Look at this one right here. Permitted. Your class notes or study guides. Now, I wouldn't rely on those because I can tell you right now, you've got a short window, 45 minutes. You don't want to be sitting there going through your notes, trying to find the information. If you do that, you're not going to have time. But if you want to have them there to help you and you have them organized in a way that you have easy access to refresh your memory, go for it. Absolutely. You also have your textbooks, etc. So, what is required is over here, your e-ticket, your checklist, including your APID, your device. Chrome is recommended. You can use the others, but Chrome is recommended for the exam. Be sure you have internet connection, and then students who are approved can have those assistive technology. Required for typed responses, Word, Google Docs, Notes, or another application, and then you can see what is permitted. I really wanted to emphasize that about the notes. Again, don't rely on it, but you can have them there to help you. Okay, I'm thinking like for AP Government, your 15 required documents and your your required documents and your court cases. That way you have them right there. You can quickly flip to them for reference. Then I want to go to slide 31 real quick. There we go. Advice about optional resources. Okay, you can use your class notes, textbooks, assignments, etc. Notice what it says. Internet searches will waste your time and put you at risk of an exam violation. Copying, I want to go to that last bullet there. Copying from websites, social media, online forums is considered plagiarism and will be detected. Scores will be canceled. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Just have your notes ready. Prepare. Go for it. That's what we've been preparing for all year anyway. So don't do that part. Then I want to go to 33. Again, you have the checklist here to go through. You can download it and be sure to go through that to help you before exam day. And then my last slide I want to emphasize on this one with 51 slides is slide 42, managing your time. During the exam, you will see a timer at the bottom of the screen. It'll show you exactly how much time is left. Okay, 5 minutes before time's up, it'll turn red, as you can see here. Okay, stop where you are and copy and paste attached work. And then you have to click submit. So when it says stop, you've got to stop, submit it right then. Okay. It says here, losing track of time and not submitting a response before the time runs out is not an acceptable reason for requesting makeup testing. You've got to get that submitted when the time's up. It's done. So please be aware of that. And then, of course, your standards for your 3, 4, and 5. Okay. I know I've gone through a lot here. Last resource I want to show you. On the AP site, you can see here, oh, look, the schedule again. Okay? I think the schedule is important. And so when you scroll down below that, they get into each course that's offered. Maybe some of you are taking the English. You can click the plus sign to look at it. For my classes, I just want to quickly, and maybe some of you, like I said, are taking AP Macro. Okay, you can take a look at that. I want to quickly go to AP US Government, and then I want to end with AP US History. Your date is May 11th at 4 o'clock. That's right, May 11th at 4 o'clock. We've been through that a few times. Here is how it's going to be timed. You will have 25 minutes to read and respond to question 1. You have 5 minutes to upload your response. Once you've uploaded, then you have 15 minutes for question 2, with 5 minutes to upload your response. Once you have uploaded your question 1, you cannot go back. And here are your questions. Question 1 will be 60% of the test. It is an argument essay. Please, I pointed out on Canvas that there was a review day, the AP on the YouTube videos, where they concentrated on the argument essay. Please go back and look at that. Please look at that. Okay? And then it shows you here or the question description. Question 2 is 40% in its concept application. Those are the ones that are going to be with, as it says here, different political institutions. It may have graphs and polls and who knows what all. So just please be aware of that. Okay? And then it shows you down here your free response and your exam description. Notice what's eligible for the questions. Units 1 through 3, units 4 through 5 are not on the test. 4 through 5 are not on the test. So what we went through, units 1 through 3, those are very important. Looky there, the AP popping up with their videos. Okay, so that's government. You've got 2 questions you're going to be doing. An argument essay and your content application. Please be sure you're looking over that. Be sure you have your required documents, and please be sure you have your Supreme Court cases. Okay, let me go down to APUSH real quick. Yours is May 15th at 2 o'clock. Okay, yours is 1 question. It's a modified DBQ. So instead of 7 documents, you get 5. 5 documents. One of which will be a non-text. So in other words, it's going to be some kind of picture, some kind of graph. Please be aware of that. All right, and this tells you how to respond. You have to have your thesis. We've gone through this before. We've gone through it all year. Be sure you have your thesis. Be sure you have your contextualization. How does it, your historical context, how is it relevant to the prompt? You have to use at least 4. You only have 5 anyway. Just go ahead and use the 5. That way, if you mess up on one of them, they can count that extra one. Okay, so please try to use all 5. And you have to use at least 2 additional pieces of evidence beyond the documents. So what you know with what from what you've studied this year beyond the documents that are there. Okay, and then for 2 of those 5 documents, you got to do the complete HIP. You have to do the whole HIP: the historical context, intended audience, intended purpose, and the point of view. Okay, so please be sure you do that, etc. All right, and so down here they talk about your modified DBQ. Your exam is only units 3 through 7, but you can use units 1 and 2 for context. So remember that whole thing about contextualization, big picture. You'll notice in the reviews I've really put more emphasis starting with period 3 on, and this is partly the reason why. Periods 8 through 9 will not be on the exam. Okay, I hope this is helpful. I hope that you can go back, look at those review videos from the AP on Canvas to really help you, and then please take a look at the additional documents I will be uploading to help you get ready for the exam. Government, you're up first, May 11th. APUSH, you're May 15th. And I wish both groups success. I hope you do a fantastic job. And if you have any questions, please be sure to email me. So that's it for now. And I hope you have a great weekend.